Welcome to the Spiritual Artist Podcast. This is Chris Miller. I invite you to join me as I interview artists from a variety of disciplines. We'll share powerful stories and lessons learned while making their art. Good day. This is Chris Miller with the Spiritual Artist Podcast. I'm excited to talk to you this morning. I wanted to give you a little motivation to start the day. I was doing some thinking about holidays, holiday season. What does it mean to you? It brings up all sorts of memories. It brings up good memories, bad memories, memories of loss, memories of wonderful childhoods, memories of bad childhoods. So it's a tricky time of the year. And so I'm going to challenge you to do something a little different this year. Mostly what you'll find yourself doing is we run around and we're taught to collect things. We're taught to go out and buy gifts and buy and put stuff in and add and add and add to our lives. I'm going to ask you to let things go, to let things go. So let me explain where I get most of my spiritual lessons from. I get them from nature. And as you notice, this time of the year, at least over here in North America, there is fall season and nature is letting go. Dropping leaves, trees are going into hibernation, animals are hibernating. It's a quiet time, snow falls. It's a time of letting go of all those things. And yet here, ironically, we start collecting things. So if you're feeling a little blue or unmotivated, I'm going to talk to you about the lesson of opening space to let things in. And we only let things in by letting go. Nature tells us that because she lets go of all the seasons, all the plants and the harvest. She lets it go, and she's about to go into what you'd call a time of quiet, a time of reprieve. And so I think what I'd like to recommend you is to let go of things in your life. What is holding you back? When I was going to a personal coach many years ago, we had a wonderful talk, and she explained that if you want to invite new possibilities into your life, new opportunities, you have to empty your closets, so to speak. You have to let things go. And so she told me when I left to go home and clean out a closet. So I'm going to share that lesson with you today. I'm going to ask you this week to let go of something. Either take a bunch of clothes out of your closet and donate them, give away a painting to someone that needs it, or give a painting to a fundraiser, or just empty out something in your life that is holding space to create space for new things. So this is kind of a flip lesson. The holiday season, most people are gathering gifts. Give gifts away. Yes, that is a way of giving, but also give things away. Empty some space in your life. And that's what nature does, isn't it? She lets all the trees kind of go into a quiet time, all the plants and all the animals. There's a time of rest. But we know and we have faith that Spirit will fill that space with something new. And so a big lesson for me was to realize that sometimes I have to let go before something comes in. So I tend to be someone that holds on to things. I'm a planner. I've talked about this before. I like to keep a to-do list. I like to know what's coming next. I like to be organized and efficient. And I'm not a big risk taker, but you know what? You have to take faith that when you let something go, something will come in. And it's a tricky thing. It's almost like you've heard the saying, let go, let God. You have to step out in faith. Step out in faith, knowing that when you open that space, something will come in and fill it. So that is what I'm asking you to do, is open a space in your life. Look around your house, look at your habits, your hobbies, what you're doing. Maybe you're overcommitted to something. Maybe you have too many things going on in your life. Consider resigning from a club or an organization. Consider giving up an obligation that's no longer serving you to open space for new possibilities. But I tell you, if you're waiting for something to come in before you do that, it never will. Because it doesn't have space to come in to. Does that make sense? You have to create space first. And sometimes that requires faith. That is what faith is. Faith is letting go and knowing that the law, the system of this planet, the creative law will replace it. Sort of like when you go and you buy a canvas and you buy a blank canvas and you set it on the easel, you are creating space for something new. And every artist can relate to this. Sometimes you have a painting that's just not going anywhere. You've been spinning around, painting on top of it and on top of it, don't know where it's going. Sometimes the best thing to do is to actually black it out. Black it out. Because what you're doing when you black out that canvas is you are creating space for new possibilities. Now, I'll give you a little tip. You don't have to black out everything on that canvas. You can just black out a lot of it and then start adding new layers. But sometimes, if you really want to risk it, you really want to go in a different direction, you will erase everything and make room for spirit to come in and bring you new things. So, as you approach the holidays and you're running around with all your craziness, take time to let something off of your plate, to give away something, to empty a closet. Empty a closet and make room for new things to fill it. Better yet, empty a room. How inspired can you be? How much can you do? But do something today or this week where you let go and let spirit and creativity bring you new, exciting things in the new year. Talk to you soon. Have a great week and enjoy the holiday season. By the way, you can order a copy of the Spiritual Artist book on Amazon.com. It's available. Go ahead and jump on Amazon and order one for a gift, or better yet, give your copy to someone else and create space for something new. Talk to you soon. Bye.